Hello, Becky, and finally your cat video is here. It took a long time, partially because, we had to find the cats in position, cats doing their thing, and then we had to find the camera, and then they had to be doing it when they, it was hard. There was a lot of videos that we couldn't get because by the time we saw the cats, even though the camera was close, we couldn't get it, but we got some cat videos. And then with procrastination and projects and weekends, one week led to another, month after month. And then also I wanted to do another video, part of the cat video that addresses, an issue that hopefully Grandma talked to you about. And, let's just say that, you moved from Rice Lake to the big burb of Chatfield, Rochester burb. And you pass your state board, and you're a nurse now, and you're probably making the income that you want to. Maybe you have debt or don't. I don't know about that. But so you're on to your next chapter of life, and you resolve some problems or alleged real or imagined problems you had in the past. And but the thing of it is, with one solution comes another headache. And that headache is gigolos. And gigolos like to reside in bigger cities. And gigolos like to target people who work at the Mayo Clinic with at least a good income. Now, I know what you're thinking. You're thinking, yay! Gigolos! And, the first impression you're thinking is probably, something like these guys here. Well, the sad fact of the matter is that those type of gigolos only target people who make over $250,000 a year after taxes. And that's minimum. Some of them have higher standards, so to speak. And the other majority now of gigolos that do target people under $250,000 are usually gay. So the gigolos have changed a lot with the stereotypical image of a gigolo. But gigolos still exist in all shapes, forms, and sizes. And I'd like to get to the types that you should avoid, because you're in a bigger city now, and if you're in Rice Lake or Fountain or a Wyckoff, you could ask people about a certain guy, get their background history. But in a big city, it's pretty hard to, get that, because you might not know someone who knows that person. And here's a guy I'm going to call Pete. And don't let that image fool you. This guy is very, very a social butterfly. He attracts people wherever he goes. He's kind of he has a lot of talents, especially in the personality department. And he's good. He's really fun to get to know at first. Very fun. And you'll find that your friends really love him. Your family will really love him. And then after 2 or 3 months, you're realizing, you have this big anchor on your neck. And he's dragging you down, physically, spiritually, economically, mentally, and emotionally. You're just being drained. But all your friends and family do not want you to break up with him. And then eventually down the road, he's going to ask for money because he has a sister in the restaurant business. He's going to ask for a loan for that. That would you sign, and he needs, money for this health procedure, gastric bypass surgery, or something like that. But very, very attractive sort of personality, but in the long run, very, very toxic. And it's hard to throw this guy away because he's like a barbed hook. Very hard to get out once he gets into you. All right. Let's go on to the next guy. Oh, sorry, I got the wrong guy. This guy actually got married. He's on the gigolo business right now, but we can talk about his type, but he has tattoos, he has body modifications, he has piercings. He's kind of an eccentric, funny, good weirdo, and he kind of got tired of the gigolo business, but because he'll seem so strange, he'll seem attractive. Let's go on to the next guy here. Okay, this is what I call the pickup guy. He's going to have some sob story about why he didn't go to college or do this and that, and he probably has a child that he doesn't see much, but he's going to blame the biological mother on that. He's going to eventually want to have a newer pickup, and he's going to be kind of I feel sorry for me guy. You know what I mean? Life wasn't fair to me. The teachers, didn't treat me right. People didn't treat me right. So many things are taken away from me, and it's really, really hard to not feel sorry for this guy and his sob stories along the way. And as you see there, he just looks like the typical, hillbilly type of guy. He cut his hair now. This is when he was in the Billy Ray Cyrus back in the early mid-90s, and he's had girlfriends before, and he'll tell these alleged horror stories about them, and they're all made up. But eventually his family's really nice too. But what happens is that you meet their family, and then after a while, you're cooking for them, you're paying their rent because their Social Security is not cutting it, because that's all they get. They didn't have any pension. And that's basically all I got to say about gigolos. There's other types out there too, but when you're in Rochester, or specifically Chatfield, the burb of Rochester, and maybe you're going to move sometime somewhere. I know it's expensive to live down there, but Rochester has a high median income average, and that's where gigolos are. And it's going to be easy to get infatuated with these type of dudes, let me tell you. But you got to watch out. Maybe Grandma gave you this, gave you a talking to already. Well, thank you for listening, and enjoy the cat videos that are commencing on next here. Thank you. What you doing, Tom? Huh? Is that how you lay down? Huh? Silly kitty. Yeah. Yeah, it's a tough life being a big kitty cat. Yeah. It's a hard knocks life. Poor kitty. Oh. Oh, there he goes again. That's what I call the raccoon position. He's just a... Ouch!
Get it? That's what she wants. Alright, look at the chippies. Friends. Alright, that was cute. Did you get that?
Yeah, it's on video right now.
What you chewing on, Chipper?
What you chewing? What you have now?
It's in there somewhere. Where is it?
What do you got there, Chippy?
I want it.
Oh, something small.
What was this?
말씀하신 대로 알아봤더니 강건주 센터장은 붙인 살해범을 무진혁 팀장은 와이프 살해범을 찾기 위해 보존
Oh my,
They're vying for attention right now.
She's climbing you.
I could tell Tom's irritated that
She's climbing.
Tom's irritated that he can't come closer to my chest. 'Cause
Look at how cute that is.
네, 회장님.
This is Basil, and this is Basil's favorite spot. As you see, it's on top of the entertainment center, and she gets there basically from the stairs going through the rails there. And she likes it there because she can hide and be secure from Choopy. Because Choopy can't, Choopy can't go there. So she's always up on the entertainment center. Not always, but her favorite spot to be. I'm trying to lure her with the string on the camera. See, the other cats really won't play like this. She's the youngest of the bunch. Oh, yeah. See, Choopy has to get in on it. You know what I mean? Choopy knows she... Ouch! Again, I got hurt by a cat. Doopy 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 doop.